Hey peoples! Today we're doing a video for chicken and green beans, and I'm going to show you one of my new gadgets that I got, that I was able to get thanks to generosity of others. Is a sous vide machine, or an immersion circulator. It goes into a container of water. You can put it in a pot. I highly suggest getting like a Lexan. We'll cover that a little bit more in a little bit. Got the immersion circulator. I got it out and plugged in, so it hooks into the bin. If you get one of these, I highly recommend getting the clear Lexan bins with the lid. I mean, you can put it on a pot, but this just works better. And I always seem to forget, but if you put it on the counter, put them at a rack underneath it. Keeps it up so it's not too warm, because this is going to get all of that water up to 165 degrees minimum for what we're doing. I also got racks. You can put these slots in there. Holds all the food in there. So we're getting this set up. We're going to fill it with water. There's a min and a max line. Make sure you fill it right about the middle. I'm going to fill it just to about here. So it's about the 12 quart line. And it circulates the water through it, and it heats it up and keeps the water at a specific temperature, usually within plus or minus of 0.2 degrees of that temperature. So today we're doing chicken and green beans. So it's chicken thighs. For the chicken thighs, we went ahead and froze the chicken thighs in vacuum sealed bags. Pulled it out the day before, so it was nice and thawed today for when I needed it. Set the immersion circulator to 160 degrees. Then went ahead and put that chicken in the water bath and left it in there for 2 hours. Now, yes, everybody says chicken needs to be at 165 degrees. That is what's called the nuclear option. That is the absolute temperature that is guaranteed to kill off all germs on there within 15 seconds of reaching that temperature. Now, you don't have to do it at that temperature, but any temperature lower than that, you need to know exactly how long it needs to stay at that temperature before all the germs are killed off. I'm going to put a link to a video from an episode of Good Eats where he explains how all of that works. But certain temperatures take longer for all the germs to be gotten rid of than other temperatures. It's called pasteurization. So what you're doing is that water is bringing that chicken up to that temperature, and then it must hold it at that temperature for a certain length of time. So about an hour to get up to that temperature, then we leave it in there for an hour to make sure that it's at that temperature, that it has fully killed off all of the germs, and it is just to the temperature we want. So now we got our chicken down in the bath. I put the top on so that way if it does float up, the top keeps the water in. I put the top on the rack in there, that way if the chicken does float up, it stays under the water. It is set for 2 hours once it hits 160 degrees. And I am so excited to try this. Alright, so the timer is done. It's always within 0.2 degrees. Like I said, chicken would float to the top. So I put the top on there, make sure it stays completely submerged. We're going to get this opened up and get it cooked up and show you how that works. Then we're going to go ahead and take it out of the bag, put it in a hot pan, give it that nice brown seared flavor that you like on the chicken. Then we're going to take the chicken out, add our green beans in, season those, add the chicken back. You'll see how all this goes as the video goes on. Put a lid on it, cook it down a little bit more, serve, eat. So, Now that I've rambled for a bit, without further ado, here is sous vide chicken. So that was our sous vide chicken recipe. I hope you enjoyed it. Everything in the recipe is 100% FODMAP safe, gluten friendly. It's not vegan because of the chicken, but nothing in that recipe should upset you. Even that little bit of the red pepper flake should not mess up acid reflux too much. You should be good to go. I hope you very much enjoyed it. I hope that we've inspired you to cook something for yourself. Look out for more videos coming soon. We're going to be trying out a couple different machines that I got a hold of. We'll be trying some different recipes. Now that we've moved from Tummy Safe and Scratch Made to Tummy Safe and Homemade, we're going to be exploring more of boxed foods and how to not just make them, but add on to them. Make them a little better. We're going to be exploring more of taking leftovers and turning it into something else. There will still be some scratch-made foods, but we kind of pigeonholed ourselves with that name. So now we're going to expand a little bit. We're also going to be covering takeout foods. Eating at restaurants when you have FODMAP issues or celiac issues, or if you are vegetarian or vegan, if you have acid reflux. We're going to be trying foods from different places, seeing how good they are for their gluten-free options or FODMAP options or that type of thing. Then we're going to wait an hour or two. We're going to come back and see how we feel, whether it's FODMAP friendly, if we do or don't have cramps, abdominal cramps from it, if it's really gluten friendly, if we don't feel sick, if the acid reflux hasn't burned up too much, that type of thing. So we're going to cover the whole spectrum. Got a couple other ideas for videos. We'll see on those in the future, but all of that depends on money coming in and how much money we have to spend. If you enjoy the videos, if you enjoy this channel, please help sponsor us. Patreon.com/Byron Makes Things. There is a Tummy Safe and Homemade tier. There's 2 of them. If you subscribe to that tier on the Patreon, your money goes specifically to this channel. No place else. I have plenty of other channels, other projects. If you subscribe to those tiers, your money goes straight to this channel, and then we have a chance to do more stuff. We can try different ingredients, we can try better foods, we can get more gear, we can travel more, we can go try restaurants that are outside of our normal range, that type of thing. So please, if you can, subscribe to the Patreon, help us out, be much obliged. Thank you all, love you all, have a wonderful day.